I woke up this morning and I felt a deep sorrow. God has shown me that I am not supposed to deal with the devil. God has shown me that there are secret societies that are at work within college campuses as well as schools. I am here to tell you that the white man will never concede your point that a black man has it harder. A white man will never concede the point that the knowledge came from Africa and passed to him through India. A white man will never concede the point that the barbarians, the Visigoths, the pagan rabble, that's how the Europeans were described. Pagan rabble that needed African knowledge to build Stonehenge. They would have you believe God has shown me that the white devil is attempting to co-opt my movement and convince me to take my videos down. The Lord has shown me that the white man intends to plot on me and cite my faith in the Lord to say that I am crazy. The Lord has shown me that I was right about everything and that my perception is superior. Before I had the facts, I had the conclusion. Before I had the hypothesis, I had the conclusion. The Lord has shown me that I must build an army and resist the great serpent and the Freemasons that follow him. The Lord has shown me that there is a conspiracy within the school system that is so efficient and so grand. The Lord has shown me that white people tend to use universities and schools to prove racial superiority, and just as the Asians have cooked the books about their finances, the white man has cooked the books about the education of the races. That's why they went out of their way to put your race on the SAT studies. The Lord has shown me that my people will never get a fair shot in this cracker country that downplays the environment to prove racial superiority. This is why Mrs. Sullivan would not admit that I was the best math player in the class. This is why my basketball coach made me the most valuable defensive player, even though I scored twice as many points as Joe. This is why we must unite and realize that my race is under attack. At this point, I will now shift the flame of revolution from Alex Jones to Farrakhan. No white man can be trusted. They will pretend to be your friend in order to further their plan of eugenics and the oppression of the black race. The reason I stumble over words is because of what the scum have done to me. Is because of all the plots and threats. They kill my people. They threaten me within 20 minutes of my home. They get my parents to turn on me like a bunch of bootlicking scum who are sticking up for the KKK. Look, why do you think they take the seals off the Snapple bottles? So it makes it easier for the devils to put something in them. You're not thinking. You're not thinking. You're not thinking. You think I'm some angry black man. I'm some angry black man that doesn't know what he's saying. Some schools are designed to keep the black man down. Some schools are designed to allow the black man to slip through the cracks with not enough skills. All schools are designed to keep the black man down, every single last one. I promise you that. In 2005, I made that same claim. And I became a drunk because as the son of a brain surgeon and a national merit scholar, surrounded by crackers who agree with Hitler that a black man and a German should not marry and unite, have been attempting to prove that mixed people are not superior. They have made up a mental disorder and used a misdiagnosis of mood disorder, which tops 50% in categories like bipolar disorder. It tops 75% on record in categories like seizure disorder. It tops 99%, if you ask me, in every mood disorder, because they do not exist. What does exist is the downplayed righteous indignation against the white devil, his white world conspiracy, and his oppression. I tell you now, we are prisoners in a police state that is evolving into a Nazi concentration camp, and I advise all my people to take arms and resist. The last degree of this video is to make sure the Peckerwoods cannot build their case against me. I know the defensive weapons they have at their disposal, and they are not enough. I know how they will lie and make false accusations and present them before a cracker judge to make sure I go bars. That is why I created the primary committee of revenge. That is why, in the case of my assassination or unjust detention, that I have made it very clear to you who the scum is. That is why I reposted my video on that website that I cannot give right now. The domain I cannot give you right now. That is why I have to keep my top secret videos recorded at another place. Because the scum are watching me even now. Because before I planned anything, the scum were already watching me. I tell you right now, those of you who love me will stand against me, against the great white fucking serpent. And the rest of you will burn in hell. I talk to the Lord, and you don't. I understand what's going on, and you don't. That is why my perception is superior. These scum would have you believe that it is okay to use food as a form of social control, and that was proven. You think I'm stupid? You think I didn't connect the dot that you teach at 4 different schools? You think I didn't connect the dot that you're willing to use food and nuclear weapons as a form of control to further the white man's agenda? And do you think I didn't connect the dot that you're subtly trying to sneak into my mind and co-opt the movement against your demonic secret societies, which prefer to hang out at colleges and universities? And you think I didn't purposely hold back all the information I have on you scum? So while you're attempting to oppress me and undermine my grade point average by not justly comparing me to other students, by not fairly comparing me to other students, remember, it is in my power not only to expose you, but to put you in the category you belong, for all the world to see that you are scum. Go ahead, misconstrue my words as a threat. Go ahead, I don't care. Because I'm telling you right now, that too falls under the category of unjust detention of a great black civil rights leader, one that you do not control, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson. That is why they will seek to discredit me. That is why. I am your example. I am your leader. I am your prophet designated by God. And by God, we will defeat the scum. And by God, every time they have unjustly detained me, I have taken it to an account. And every time in the future they will unjustly detain me, I will take that into account too. And by the time I am done taking into account what the white man has done, my primary group will execute. And you don't know who they are, because I made them prior to making this video, and I haven't had contact with them since, and I will never have contact with them again. That is what I meant by I won, Mrs. Sullivan. That is what I meant by I won, all you Freemason teachers who are seeking to keep me down. You think I don't know, long hair? That you're a cracker who wants to deny that black people are superior because we were made in the image of God? Not you, you leprous whore. Not you. You want to perform a race war while my people are not fighting? And pray to God that he doesn't send the black people someone like me who will expose you? I tell you this, scum. I tell you this. This is not a terrorist threat. But you reap what the fuck you sow. Everybody who sympathizes with me will know what you are doing. Everybody who sympathizes with me will know that you're attempting to discredit me. Everybody who sympathizes with me already knew that you were going to downplay the black man's struggle by saying there's plenty of crackers who are poor and that has nothing to do with the environment. What about the fact that you already know that there's a white cracker Freemasonic power structure in place, and when you're black that discourages you? Other factors. Biological factors. That's 10% of my equation, white man. That drops anybody with a perfect score from an A to a B. That is the difference between being black in the ghetto and white. So shut the fuck up before I add you to my videos as well and point you out as a racist as well. And you better give me credit for what I do. You better give me my credit, because I turn in a superior paper. Give me my credit, give my ancestors our credit, or I'll give you your credit as a devil.